And you may keep the feet a comfortable distance apart and bring the knees together to touch to allow the legs to relax. Resting the hands on top of the belly and bring your attention to the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. Sensing that connection to the earth, feeling grounded and safe. And now see if you could bring just a little bit more of the upper back and shoulders in contact with the mat, relaxing the upper back and gently opening the chest. And tucking the chin in very slightly to lengthen through the back of the neck. Inviting the breath to flow in and out through your nose. And each time that you inhale, feel the belly softly expand as you fill the lungs. And as you exhale, emptying completely, drawing the navel gently towards the spine. Continuing to breathe in this way, feeling the full expansion, belly moving towards the hands as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel the belly gently moving away from the hands. Inviting your breath to flow in a fluid and wave-like motion. Breathing without any force or strain. And on each inhalation, bringing in peace and relaxation. And as you exhale, releasing fear and anxiety. Encouraging your mind to focus on the breath. And whenever your mind becomes distracted, gently return your awareness to the breath and to your body. And as we prepare to ease into movement, I would like to remind you to be kind to your body, knowing you're always welcome to take a rest or modify the poses at any time. And now straightening the legs along the floor and reaching the arms overhead along the floor. And on your next inhalation, reach long through the fingertips, stretch out through the feet, feel your whole body growing longer. And as you exhale, soften and relax. And now just the right side. As you inhale, reach long through the right fingertips, press out through the sole of the right foot, making the right side of your body longer than the left. And then exhale, relax. And now reach long through the left arm and the left leg as you inhale, lengthening through the left side of the body, and then exhaling, soften and relax. And now bring the knees into the chest, holding your knees with each hand. And now straightening the legs up in the air and reaching the arms up, coming into dead bug. Reaching long through the fingertips. And now give the arms and legs a shake. And shake out the arms and legs to loosen up the limbs, letting go of any tension or tightness that you may be holding. And now letting that go, reaching the arms and legs up in the air, receiving any vibrations and sensations. And now we'll move into energizing and warming up the core of the body. So reach long through the right arm and the left leg. And as you inhale, slowly lower the arm and leg just an inch away from the floor. And exhale, lifting back up. Again, inhale, lowering that right arm and left leg towards the floor. And then exhale back to center. And continuing at your own breath, inhaling as you lower, exhaling, lift. And twice more. And letting that go, and now moving to the opposite side, reaching along through the left arm and the right leg. Inhale as you lower close to the floor, and exhale back to center. Inhaling as you lower, and then exhale back to center. Continuing to move with the breath. And once more. And return to stillness. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. And releasing the feet to the floor. Placing the arms by your sides, palms to the mat. So now we'll give a stretch to the muscles that we've just done some strengthening to. So walk the feet as close to the bottom as is comfortable, keeping the feet and the knees hip width apart. On your inhalation, lifting the hips an inch or so away from the mat, and then exhaling, lowering back down. Again, inhaling, lifting a little higher, and exhale, lowering down. Inhaling, lift the hips, pause and hold for a moment, and exhaling, lower. And you can stay with the lifting and lowering, or you could move into holding your bridge posture. So you could lift the hips so that they're in line with the shoulders and the knees. Or you could go a little bit higher if that is comfortable, perhaps clasping the hands together, wiggling one shoulder blade at a time underneath, keeping the arms straight. So exploring your variation of bridge, finding a stretch that feels just right without any force or strain. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And now if you clasp the hands together, unclasping and returning one shoulder blade at a time to the mat. And now very slowly as you exhale, lowering down through the middle back. And then releasing the hips to the floor. And just rest in stillness here for a moment with the knees bent, receiving the sensations of release. And now walk the feet about as wide apart as your mat. Extend the arms to position at shoulder height and begin to drop the knees from side to side, coming into a windshield wiper motion. And as your knees drop to one side, turning the head to look over the opposite shoulder, bringing the twist up into the head and neck. So moving slowly at the pace of your own breath from side to side. And the next time you drop the knees to whichever side you're heading towards, holding here, softening the knees down towards the floor, relaxing the shoulders, closing your eyes or gazing softly as you prefer. And now on the next inhalation, very slowly guiding the knees and the head back to center, and then exhaling in the opposite direction, releasing the knees towards the floor, turning the head in the opposite direction from your knees. Allow the body to soften, relaxing the face. And on your next inhalation, slowly bring the knees and the head back to neutral. And with the hands on each knee, drawing the knees in towards the chest again. And now beginning to rock from side to side. Gradually making these motions a little bit larger and rocking all the way over to one side, bringing that shoulder, hip, knee, and foot all the way to the floor. And then inhale, returning to the back, and exhale, rolling all the way to the opposite side, bringing that shoulder, hip, and knee and foot to the floor. And continue these large rolling motions from side to side, giving a little massage to your back. And the next time you rock over to whichever side you're heading towards, pause here. And now press the hands into the floor and slowly lift your way up to a seated position. Going to sit tall with the legs extended in front of you. Toes are pointing upward. Rest the hands by your sides with the fingertips pointing forward. And give a soft bend to the elbows. And broaden through the chest and move the shoulders down and away from the ears. Tucking the chin in slightly and lengthen through the head and the neck. And now flex and point the feet. Loosening up the ankles and the legs. And circle the feet around from the ankles. And circle in the other way. And give the legs a shake. So we'll continue to strengthen the abdomen by moving into a seated boat. So we'll come into a little bit of a balance here, and I'll give you lots of choices. So we'll start with the feet on the floor, knees bent. And now draw navel in towards the spine and tilt back onto the tailbone, keeping your spine nice and long, chest lifted, and lift the feet up off the floor, bringing the shins parallel to the floor. Keep lifting through the chest, relax the shoulders, breathing. And then exhale, lowering the feet back down to the floor. Again, inhaling, navel moves towards the spine, tilting back to the tailbone, lifting one leg at a time. And you could stay here, you could lift and lower, or for more challenge, you could take hold of the backs of the thighs. You could keep the knees bent or straighten the legs. Or you're welcome to come into any other variation of boat, perhaps releasing the arms. And now exhaling, slowly lowering the feet back down to the floor, straightening the legs, giving the legs a shake from side to side. From here, we'll move into a table position. So transitioning onto your hands and knees. Placing the wrists underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide. And you could always rest on your fists and make knuckles if the wrists are tender. Or you could try another option, perhaps coming onto the forearms. So lengthen your spine by extending the tailbone and the crown of the head away from one another. Broaden through the chest and move the shoulders down and away from the ears. And now extending your left leg back, bringing the ball of the foot to the floor. And pulsing back and forth, giving a stretch to the back of the leg. And letting that go. And inhale, lifting the leg so that the heel is extended back from the hip. Pressing up through the sole of the foot and energizing the leg. Pull the navel towards the spine. We'll prepare for a balance. Gazing at the floor just ahead of your mat and lift onto the fingertips of the right hand and walking that hand forward. And as you're ready, extending that arm from the shoulder. So you can always lift and lower, returning the right hand to the floor if you need a break. And reach long through the right hand, press up through the sole of the left foot. Bringing that left heel in line with the shoulders, hip, and the right wrist. Breathing. And now exhale, lowering back to table, returning the hand and the knee to the floor. We'll pause and puppy stretch before coming to the other side. Walking the hands towards the front of your mat. Hips are lifted above the knees and lower the forehead or chest to the floor. Now inhaling, lifting up to table once again. Wrists underneath the shoulders, soft bend in the elbows. Move the shoulders down, the back, lengthen through the tailbone and the crown of the head. And now reach out to the right leg, bringing the ball of the foot to the floor and rocking forward and back, giving a stretch to the leg. And now letting that go, lifting the leg so that the heel is in line with your hip, pressing out through the sole of the foot. Draw the navel towards the spine, gaze at the floor just ahead of your mat to keep the neck long. Lift onto the fingertips of your left hand, walking that hand forward, and then lifting the arm to shoulder height. So reaching long, as if you're being gently pulled by the wrist and the ankle in opposite directions. Continue to breathe. And now exhaling, lowering the hand and the knee, coming back to table. Moving once again into puppy. And now inhaling, lifting back up to table. Bringing the balls of the feet to the floor and walking the hands back towards the knees, moving into a low squat as we prepare to transition to standing. Exhale as you lower the heels to the floor, relax the head coming into a forward fold. And now bring the hands to your shins and inhale, lifting halfway so the spine is parallel to the floor. And then exhale, soften and fold forward. And now bring the hands to the hips, press into the feet, navel to spine. Inhale as you hinge all the way up to standing. Bringing the arms out to the side and then overhead. Palms meet. Exhale, lower the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly. Taking a moment here to feel the heartbeat with the thumbs. Checking in to notice any feelings of warmth, energy. Noticing whatever it is you're feeling in the moment. And now exhaling, releasing the arms down by your sides. Next we'll move into a standing flow. So we'll start off in a simple mountain pose, and then we'll move into a flow of crane and warrior and airplane. So begin by turning to one side of your mat. And stand tall with the feet hips width apart. Feeling your weight evenly distributed between the balls and the heels of the feet. Just really pressing down and feeling rooted and connected to the earth beneath you. Lengthen evenly through the abdomen and the lower back. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders. Lengthen through the head and the neck, standing in simple mountain pose. And from our mountain pose, we'll prepare to balance in crane. So find a focal point at eye level to fix your gaze and attention. I will begin by balancing on the right leg. Pressing evenly into the inside and the outside of the right foot, making that right leg strong. Engaging the muscles of the abdomen and the core. On your next inhalation, begin to lift the left leg off the floor, bringing the knee in line with your hip. And extend the arms out at shoulder height, softening through the wrists, elbows, and shoulders, coming into crane. You could feel free to take hold of a wall nearby if you like. And from crane, we will step that left foot back into warrior one. Exhale, bring the arms overhead as you step back into the left leg. So the left heel is lifted, feet are hip width apart, bending deeply into the right knee. Squaring the hips forward. Draw the thighs towards one another and send the tailbone down. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears as you reach long through the fingertips. You would keep the arms shoulder width apart or move into any other variation with the arms. Breathing in and out through your nose. And now from warrior one, we will step back into crane. So shifting your weight into the right leg as you tilt the torso forward. And inhale, lifting back into crane, bending that knee. And from crane, we'll move now into airplane. So extending that left leg back behind you as you tilt forward, bringing the spine parallel to the floor. Pressing out through the sole of the foot, breathing. And we'll move back into crane. Inhaling, lifting back into crane. And now exhale, lowering the feet to the floor. Relaxing the arms by your sides. Give a little shake to that right leg. And now standing tall, relaxing the shoulders, closing the eyes or gazing softly. Check into receive. Notice what you're feeling as a result of these postures. And if you notice any feelings of judgment or criticism arising, see if you could replace them with compassion and curiosity. And now we'll get ready for a new experience on the other side. So allowing the eyes to open, finding your focal point, standing tall, relaxing the shoulders. We'll prepare to move on to crane on the other leg. So beginning to shift your weight into the left leg, really connecting to the earth through that left foot. Strengthening your left leg, engaging the muscles of the core, drawing the navel inward. Now shift the weight onto the left leg as you lift the right knee in line with the hip. Arms come to shoulder height. Relax the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Breathing into crane. And from crane, we'll prepare to step back to warrior one. Exhaling, stepping that right foot back, bending the left knee, arms reach overhead. Again, making sure the feet are hip width apart, back heel is lifted, pressing out through that right heel, engaging that leg for stability. And you can always shorten the stance or make your stance a little bit wider as feels best for you. Squaring the hips, draw the thighs towards one another and send the tailbone down. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Breathing here and noticing the energy of warrior one. And we'll prepare to return to crane. So shifting the weight into your left leg, tilting forward, bringing up that right knee, extending the arms into crane. And now we'll move into airplane and back to crane. So see if you can keep that right leg lifted, but if you need to touch the foot down in between the poses, that's just fine. Exhale, tilting forward, bringing the spine parallel to the floor, reaching that right leg back. Both legs are strong. And on your next inhalation, lifting the torso, returning to crane. And exhaling, slowly lowering the foot, releasing the arms to the floor. Giving a little shake to that left leg. Standing on both feet. Take a few deep breaths here to receive. And notice whatever it is you're feeling without any judgment. And now prepare to head towards the floor. Bringing the hands to the hips and hinging forward with a long neutral spine moving into your forward fold. And then bending one knee and then the other, lowering yourself down to a table position. And then from table, swinging the legs around, coming into a seated position with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. And next we will make our way onto our backs for relaxation. So bringing the hands by your sides, tucking the chin in, rolling down and making your way to lie on your back. And on your back, you could either keep the knees bent or place a cushion underneath the knees if you've got one, or you could lie with the legs extended. Hands may either rest on top of the belly, or you may relax the arms by your sides, palms facing upward. Taking a moment to make yourself comfortable. Closing the eyes. And now letting go of any breathing pattern, allowing your breath to flow naturally and effortlessly. Allowing your body to release all tension. Feeling the muscles growing warm, soft, and heavy. And as your body relaxes, inviting your mind to let go as well. Letting go of any limiting thoughts, releasing fear. Allowing your body and mind to fully relax and receive the benefits of your practice. Gently begin to deepen your breathing. We'll begin to make some small movements with the fingers and toes, inviting awareness and sensation to return. And now drawing the knees in towards the chest and coming to roll over on your right side, resting in a fetal position. Taking a moment here to acknowledge your dedication and your efforts. And now press the hands into the floor and gently and mindfully making your way up to a seated position. Sitting tall with the eyes remaining closed and placing the hands onto the belly. Once again, connecting with your center of strength, power, and resilience. Noticing how you feel now compared to the start of class. I encourage you to take whatever benefit you've experienced here with you into your day and to those around you. Bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the heart, dropping the chin towards the chest. Om Shanti, peace. May the peace in our hearts bring peace into the world. And softly allow the eyes to open. Gently taking in your surroundings with fresh eyes. Namaste. I honor the light in you.